Most people have a desk drawer overflowing with tangled cables and a dozen different dongles just to get their laptop to talk to a monitor or a thumb drive. It is a mess. That is exactly where this little device from YOTUO tries to step in. It is essentially a 1 TB hard drive that decided it wanted to be a Swiss Army knife for your workspace. Instead of carrying a separate drive and a separate hub, you get both in one chassis. It feels surprisingly light, almost like it is hollow, which is great for tossing into a bag, though it does lack that heavy, premium metal feel some might expect. The real trick here is the dual-ended cable. Having both USB-C and USB 3.2 options built into the same cord is a smart move, especially if you are jumping between an older desktop and a newer MacBook or an iPhone 15. It just works without hunting for an adapter. Now the storage side of things is straightforward. You get a terabyte of space, which is plenty for backups or moving large video files around. But what stands out is how it handles the extra ports. You have your SD and TF card slots right there, which is a lifesaver for anyone who shoots photos or drone footage. It saves you from having to plug in a separate card reader, and honestly, that is where the productivity boost actually happens. It is about cutting down the friction of getting files from point A to point B. Compatibility is pretty wide too. It plays nice with Windows, Mac, and even Android or those newer iPhones with the USB-C port. Just keep in mind that if you're still rocking an older iPhone with a Lightning port, this is not going to help you. It is strictly for the modern USB-C crowd. One thing to watch out for is the heat. When you have a drive running and you are using all those extra ports at the same time, this thing can get a little warm to the touch. It is not alarming, but it is definitely noticeable. Also, while it is great for portability, the cable length is a bit on the short side. If your computer tower is sitting on the floor, you might find yourself needing an extension or having to prop the drive up on a stack of books. It is a minor annoyance, but worth noting if your setup is a bit spread out. Still, for someone who is tired of the cable clutter and just wants a simple, all-in-one solution to keep their files and peripherals connected, this is a pretty clever way to simplify things. It is not going to replace a high-end, powered docking station for a professional studio, but for the average user or a student, it hits that sweet spot of convenience and utility. It is a solid, no-nonsense tool that does exactly what it promises without overcomplicating the process.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.